Okay, so it's November 20th, which means that for NaNoWriMo, it is Validation Day. And what Validation Day is it means that today is the first day that you can start to prove to NaNoWriMo that you've actually written the words that you've written. Now, for me, it was a little complicated because, as you might remember, I went into this with already 59,000 words having been written. And I didn't mark the spot that I left off when I started November 1st. So I actually had to play around a little bit, try to find where I left off so that I could have my count be accurate as to what I actually wrote for Nano, and it took me a minute. So I validated today, which means I'm a winner! And it was cute because they ended it with like this little video where they were like, "Yay! You did it!" And all the staff over at NaNoWriMo, and that was kind of adorable and made me smile. It's like, oh, you cared. And then they had some like downloadable content like banners and buttons and stuff to put up. So I put one up on my Facebook and that was nice. And then they were like, "Here, buy our t-shirt." And I'm thinking about it. I'm really broke right now, but I still kind of want the t-shirt because it's got a dragon on it. And I like dragons. So yeah, good news. I'm validated. As of today, I have 94,322 words. If you have validated your story, by the way, if you don't know this, you can still update your word count. So my word count will continue to rise. So yeah, moving on. Last night I took a mental health night. I write kind of a lot, so sometimes I need to take a break, and I probably don't take as many breaks as some people. I probably should take more. But basically, yesterday during the day, there was a write-in, and it was my day off. So I went. I got my dog's talons trimmed. And then I went home, and I made a pot of coffee, and I was getting ready to sit in to write. And then this week's NaNoWriMo coach sent a message to my region and said, "Hey, if anybody's going to be at the write-in today, I'd really like to go get a picture." And I was like, well, I just put the coffee on. And if you would like, I could totally just put it in a thermos and head on down there. So I set up my bag, and I put like my blanket in there, and my water bottle, and my coffee thermos. And I brought some snacks in case anybody else wanted to show up. And I brought all my planning materials so I could look like a writing badass. And I went there and I set up in the corner, and I had like my table all spread out. And then a couple other people came by, so I got to meet some of the writers in my region that I hadn't met before. And the photographer came and took some pictures, so if you are interested, you can see pictures of me being all serious about writing and stuff. I even have this hat on in the pictures. And it's on Twitter. So the Twitter handle for NaNoWriMo is at NaNoWriMo, NaNoWriMo. Or you could see it on my Twitter, which is at skbalk, which is B as in boy. ALK. And you can follow me on Twitter, because I retweeted it. I hate Twitter. I'm ashamed of myself for even having to say the word tweet, to be honest. Unless I'm talking about birds. And when do I talk about birds? So, you can find pictures of me writing on Twitter. That's cool. In other news, I had another fan art done for my story, that same story. That is, I think I also posted that on Twitter. If not, it's definitely on my Tumblr and my Facebook. Back to the, yeah. So I took a mental health night. After we did the whole library dealio, someone in there was talking about lunch, and I went and got lunch. So I'm going to take a tangent right now and talk about lattes. I love lattes. I used to work at a cafe and we had the best lattes. But here's the thing about lattes. Lattes make me feel like a badass. Like real middle class. Like, I'm the kind of person who can afford to have somebody make my delicious coffee for me. And it's like my favorite thing. Now, that said, Starbucks, your latte sucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Every time I've had a Starbucks latte, it tastes like nothing but milk. When you have a latte, you want it to taste like espresso. And the milk is only there to cut its potency so that it's more of a drink than a kick in the face. So, I went to Cup of Joe, which is this amazing drive-through coffee place, which is beautiful. And I had never been there before because I thought it looked real cheap. But I went there, and they have a really tasty sandwich, and I got a latte. And the cup was probably about this big. Very small cup. For $3. It's expensive. But it was like the best latte of my life. And I had one. And then I came back and made another pot of coffee. And between the library and my writing time at home, because it was my day off, I managed 5,849 words yesterday by 7 o'clock. And I figured I was still like in the groove. I was like, I could totally just go for it and have a really big day. But I might burn myself out. Or I could stop here and watch a movie, which I had kind of been craving to do all day. So that's what I did. I stopped and I watched a streaming link of Guardians of the Galaxy. It was the first time I'd seen it. It was pretty good. I really liked it. And went to sleep. That was my day yesterday. As of today, I have currently written nothing. But it is fine. It's only 4 o'clock. My stove has meatloaf in it. And I will be eating mashed potatoes. Which, you don't know this about me yet, but mashed potatoes are my favorite food ever. And I'm really excited right now. Love mashed potatoes. Okay. I think I've run out of content to tell you about today. As far as the whole writing sphere is concerned, I have won NaNoWriMo. I'm officially finished with this thing. But technically I am not. I am about 100,000 words into the month of November. And I am 153,440 words into the story. Nearing the end of book 1. Which I think will probably happen in about 10 chapters. Which I think is about 50,000 words. So there. And going well. There you go. I'm gonna go start on that now. So, bye.